All right, now, guys, this isn't a Tyler Perry focused kind of video. I mean, of course, I will be talking about that kind of stuff because this is a video kind of encompassing the channel as a whole. And I want to say I did a video like this not too long ago just because, we only need a few more thousand subscribers, well, a couple thousand more to hit 100,000. So, just first of all, thank you all for the support. We're almost there. Calculations suggest that we should be hitting it the week of December, probably between like December 8th through the 11th. That theoretically it should be when the channel finally hits 100,000 subscribers, so long as the rate of growth is continues between now and then. And I did talk with YouTube yesterday, via chat. YouTube, what was it, the YouTube partner program where you're able to chat people 24/7 for support and that kind of stuff. And they let me know that the process is this. So let's just imagine December 10th is when we hit 100,000. Between the 10th and the 17th, basically 1 week after you hit your number or 100,000, YouTube reviews your channel during that week process. Make sure everything is up to par, like you don't have any copyright strikes or anything like that. Once that has been complete, I'll get a notification from YouTube with a code, or like a redemption code. I take that code, I go to the YouTube Creator Awards website, put in the code, give them my address, and then they will create and then mail out my silver play button award that, if from memory, should say congratulations to the haves and the have-nots review for surpassing 100,000 subscribers. And that's what I've been waiting for so long. That process takes what? A couple weeks to make it, then a couple weeks to mail it out. So theoretically, I should physically have it by sometime in January. So that's kind of where we're at right now, if everything works out perfectly between now and then. So, whew, what a day that will be. And yes, I will definitely be doing an unboxing video where you see my face again, outside of live streams. And I'll like talk for a bit, open the box, kind of share the experience with you all, for, getting this great honor bestowed upon me. I know that sounded a bit regal, but you all have helped make me go from someone who is just tweeting about the show to blogging about the show to actually being able to do this for a living. So I cannot thank you all enough for that. We aren't there yet, but we're getting very, very close. And kind of shifting gears here. Now, this is something that won't really affect me much, but it's something that I needed to address because nobody's brought it up to me, because I think everybody knows that my channel is not obviously aimed towards kids, but there's something that's coming out. What is it called? COOPA, that's being relegated by the FTC starting January the 1st. Long story short, YouTube got a huge fine of like $140 million plus for the whole YouTube Kids thing. I don't know if you all have been hearing about this in articles or the news, but YouTube pretty much got a huge slap on the wrist via the fine. And basically any channels that are directly creating kid content, I'm talking like, toy reviews, have kids in a lot of their videos for whatever reason, whether it be, even if it's family, like, hey, it's a channel where the family's on, their parents, kids, whatever. All those channels are probably going to lose a lot of ad revenue because, advertisers won't be able to put those kind of ads, or those ads on videos anymore. It's very confusing, trust and believe, because checking my age demographic, the youngest group of people on the channel by the numbers is between the ages of 13 and 17, and they only make up 1.2% of the channels. So I'm not really worried about that. They're really looking for people under the age of 12. But then again, this is YouTube and the internet, so people can lie about things. Like, there could be somebody with a YouTube account that says they're 35, but they're actually like 7. I'm just saying. So all this is for children's safety, that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to get into the full details because honestly, I don't even know everything, but I know, what was it, like Thursday and Friday, I watched a ton of videos on it. I've read articles from YouTube, but they weren't very helpful. But then the FTC put out an article giving more details, so that made me kind of sigh with a breath of relief. But you all know my second channel, the Pokemon, what was it called for the longest time? I forgot. I know I changed it to like Pokemon the Series Review. Obviously, I don't post on there that much. There's not even 100 videos, let alone over 600 subscribers. So YouTube was sending out emails about having to label your channel if you're made for kids or not. This channel, obviously, I said not made for kids. The second one, And honestly, I don't really make my videos for kids. They're just for anyone in general. But I marked that one just to be safe as made for kids because, well, that video is nothing but anime and stuff like that. And I don't even get monetized for it. So that channel is pretty much whatever. My third channel, Jeremy Carden, I marked that as not for kids. I only have like 8 videos on there anywhere, 15. But on this channel, over 2,600 videos. And I know about the anime range where it's Pokemon, Dragon Ball, or whatnot, but YouTube Studios has this thing where I can select those videos and then mark those specifically as made for kids, just so I don't get fined or anything like that, because they were talking about, people can be fined up to $42,000 per video that doesn't meet the FTC's new regulation. So basically, if you don't mark a video correctly and get monetized for it, then you can get fined. But then the FTC said it's like, they take into account like your ad revenue and stuff like that instead of them slapping people with fines left and right. But overall, the channel is going to be fine. I did a lot of research and I'm still doing research. They're taking information between now and December 9th. They actually extended the community opinion because, you can comment on the FTC website, sign petitions and whatnot. Honestly, I'm more concerned for some of my favorite YouTubers rather than myself, because once again, you all know this channel is not meant for kids content. But I'm talking like a lot of my favorite YouTubers fall into the lane of comic reviews, reviewing cartoons, video games, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm worried about that for them anyway, because a lot of things still have to be ironed out because the law hasn't been passed yet. That's why they extended the, opinion section where people can comment their thoughts. Because the thing is, and I know this is like a bad segue, but kind of like, the whole abortion thing in regards to whether or not it's illegal or legal in some states. You have a group of men saying what women should do with their bodies. In this situation, you have a group of these lawmakers who honestly don't understand pop culture and YouTube. So getting in trouble, and I'm talking like for videos where you say things like whatever or cool or just words that everyone uses that could be flagged by the bots as kid content. That makes no sense. I honestly do not know. Luckily, I do have friends in the legal department, so I can work. Friends from Liberty's law school and crap like that. So I will look into that if necessary. But to be honest, once again, from what I've learned, the channel should be completely fine. But if anything, this just put a fire under my butt because it just goes to show you never know. You never know when things will just turn upside down. Thankfully, I'm a one-man show. I don't have a staff of people who edit and stuff like that. So it's like, oh no, like let's say if they put out a law where, you can't talk about soap operas anymore. Holy crap, I'm screwed. So it's like, okay, I got to lay off people. I need to find a job, that kind of stuff. But no, as of right now, we're good. But it's, and I don't know if you saw a video. I know I either talked with Chandler and several other people about this, but I'm pretty sure I talked in the video about it. But I got plans for 2020, 100,000, that's the long-term goal, but I got plans. I'm talking about expansion, if you will. Finally dropping the podcast I've been talking about for over a year. Patreon, updating that because I want to make Patreon exclusive content, because I see people who have Patrons, but they have merchandise and they do special videos. I always say on this channel, like, hey, if you want to donate, it's not required, but you can hit me up on Cash App, or there's a link to my PayPal in the description below. Several people have given donations just out of the, hey, we enjoy your content, we just wanted to show you some love. And I remember sometime in October during Liberty's homecoming weekend, I posted a photo saying, hey, because money was very tight during that time. I'm going to be completely honest, but I just went because you get to sign in as an alumni and you get free stuff. But because of the people who donated, I was able to get a t-shirt from my mom, because it's like, that was just, she always says like, hey, if you ever go to Liberty for these events, make sure you give me a shirt. And because of donations from generous subscribers, I was able to get her a shirt. So I don't really like asking for handouts. That's pretty much it. So when I get this Patreon thing squared away, I'll make tiers and whatnot. I want to make Patreon exclusive content where it's videos you can only see on Patreon. Possibly set up like, hey, if you're in like the $10 tier or whatever, then we can have Skype sessions or FaceTime, whatever, where we can just have one-on-one conversations. Because sometimes people do get, in their feelings if I don't mention them in live streams or whatever, because when I'm on my iPod, which is where I do 90% of my live streams, I can only see 3 comments at a time before it like rolls like a rotisserie chicken, and I don't see the same comment twice. I just see all these comments at once. So that will be pretty cool. And like I said, when I get this Patreon thing squared away, I will do my best to make sure people get bang for their buck. Like, I'll try to have tiers that are definitely affordable. Like, I think tiers can go as low as $1 or $2, and that's really all I'm asking for. Like, for people who want to go like 5, 10, I don't know if I'm going beyond 10, because honestly, I don't know exactly what I can offer you, but I will think of something. And just so you know, like I said before, I remember saying all the time, once we hit 100,000, I don't really care what happens. Whatever happens, happens. So you trust and believe my ears perked up when I were seeing the reports, because I was a bit surprised that a lot of my favorite YouTubers, the ones who have millions of subscribers, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers, haven't been talking too much about it. I mean, because some people, I've talked with said, well, yeah, that's probably because, they're waiting on more intel to come out, because YouTube pretty much just threw the content creators out to the wolves. Like, they paid to fine, but they aren't doing what they're needing to do. And parents need to regulate what their kids watch, but kids will be kids. It's like they will find some way to do what they want. So, yeah, my nerves are calmed down, because once again, dude, you don't have to worry about it. You only got like a few videos that are like that will be considered that kid friendly because of fictional characters and stuff like that. So again, I will go through and properly mark those. I'm going to see if I can contact the FTC's like support team, just because again, I want to make sure my ducks are in a row. That's what I'm saying, because it's like that saying, what is it? For at least here's the way I say it. It might be misquoting, but I know my personal thing is I'm the kind of person that's an overthinker. If you don't know that by now, I prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. So yeah, January is going to be a rude awakening for a lot of people who aren't in the know, even though YouTube has contacted them about it. So yeah, we should be good, because I'm like, okay, the last thing I want is for my channel to get taken down or fined right when the haves and have-nots comes out. But no, I think we should be good. Like I said, I want to clean up those videos, and by clean up, I mean mark them as for kids. I don't really care, because even though I enjoy those videos, most of them weren't even monetized, because Japan is very sticklers when it comes to like Pokemon. So if you take photos, then they will demonetize the video or not allow you to get monetization for it. So those videos didn't bring a lot of traffic to the channel anyway, so I honestly don't care. But yeah, just know that I'm going to be doing everything on my part to make sure the channel is safe, because honestly, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but we're good, but I just want to make sure we're safe. And hence why that inspired me more to be doing my other projects outside of YouTube, because of 100 in reach. But then I have things I want to do after that, because my roommate, we talked for like 3 or 4 hours yesterday just to catch up, because we haven't had a sit down and just talk in a while. And he like a lot of people have been asking me, because even people I haven't talked to in months have hit me up on Facebook recently, like, hey man, I checked out your channel for the first time in a while, like you're closing in on 100,000. And it's kind of like getting ready to graduate or whatever. It's all about, so what are you doing next? So yeah, so now that we discussed the COOPA stuff, and I've talked about some of my plans, and plans change. I really don't know what's going down later, but I don't know. Something that I really want to do is do interviews with cast members. That's one thing I want to do. There are people who have said they are interested in doing that. I already mentioned Patreon, podcast, and maybe I'll do a thing where, I will record the audio for videos and then post those early on Patreon. So, hey, if you're on Patreon, you can get my videos before they come out on YouTube. Like, I don't know. I think I can set up my, oh yeah, that's right. I think you do private links. So that's right, because I can put my YouTube videos, or excuse me, I can put my video files on Patreon a couple of days before it's on YouTube. But it really depends. Like when it comes to episode reviews, that has to go on YouTube, because everybody needs to see that. But maybe certain videos that are like theories and things like that. But like I said, I want to make sure I give everyone a bang for their buck, as opposed to, asking for handouts, because, I've been a full-time YouTuber for over 2 years now, making it on my own, between YouTube and selling things on eBay and, just getting by. But yeah, it's really, really something to think that within the next couple weeks here, 100,000 will be a reality if we keep up the pacing. And kind of shifting gears to Tyler Perry situation, I have said it time and time again. What was that 40-minute, what was it, like 30-40 minutes video I did about why hasn't Tyler Perry contacted me yet? Pretty much me addressing the many people who continuously tell me he should hire me, he should contact me, are you mad? And if you want to know, just check out the video, why hasn't Tyler Perry contacted me? That video goes into everything. And ironically enough, not too long after that video, I finally got a retweet from Tyler Perry, which I count as contacting, which I cannot argue with. And kind of going back to something I said a long time ago, to me, hitting 100,000 and getting that silver play button award is the icing on is like the frosting on the cake. You know, like the channel is the cake itself, because you know that's how I make a living. And then things like getting contacted and getting autographs from cast members, which I have a lot of actually. That's like that's the icing, and like the sprinkles are pretty much, you know, me doing my eBay thing and being able to promote my other social media here on YouTube, as well as communicate with super exciting, awesome fans like yourselves. So that's like the writing on the cake. And then getting the silver play button is like the, I don't know, I'm a very picky eater, so I'm not going to say cherry, but I would say like the random character that's on a piece of cake. I don't know what no. Well, the 100,000 would be like the big, that'll be the ice cream, you know, like ice cream and cake. There you go. Boom, analogy. And then Tyler Perry contacted me for whatever reason, because at that point, I think it will be safe to say that my channel is the biggest Tyler Perry channel on YouTube. You know, I think I'm there now. I could be wrong, but all I'm saying is 100,000 kind of solidifies it, you know? So if I never get that shout out, it is what it is. I honestly don't care, because I just want the plaque and the award and the YouTube channel to still stand in 2020 amidst all the chaos the chaos that is on YouTube. So again, I'm looking forward to hitting 100,000. Like I said, making sure everything's good to go, so that when that COOPA thing drops, the channel's good to go. Getting projects outside of YouTube done, because 100,000 means more traffic. Because if you've noticed, I haven't been posting as frequently as I was, because of the fact that quality over quantity. Not to say none of my videos are like really bad, but it's just the fact that things can be slowed down at the moment, because the channel's been growing pretty well. Revenue's going pretty good as well. And I don't want to spam the channel with videos that are completely unnecessary. Also, having not to feel pressured to get a lot of videos out in a timely manner means that I can focus on these projects outside of YouTube. But when the haves and the have-nots comes back, of course, the gloves are off. It's going to be, you know, a lot of stuff coming out. I've already been talking about, you know, what shows I might be reviewing other than the ones I do now. Hence why I did the video a few days ago about what shows should I review next. And I'm still debating about the Oval, Sisters, and Ambitions, because I really like Ambitions. The Oval is getting better, but Sisters is like kind of dipping in quality. And I'm also looking at the algorithm in terms of how many views I'm getting. So I'm going to hang in there for a little bit longer, because those shows are relatively new. But if the numbers aren't really adding up, then it's like I got to kind of cut things loose, because once again, I'm going to be doing things outside of YouTube, as well as trying to do stuff that's going to bring in more traffic, you know, because 100,000, if I'm not mistaken, unless YouTube changes this as well, I'm supposed to be, if they have availability for it, I'm supposed to get someone from YouTube to be like a mentor, so to speak. And I think their position is to do like a professional evaluation on the channel, give tips on, you know, things to possibly switch up. So honestly, that'll be a blessing in itself. And yeah, 2020 is definitely going to be the start of a new decade, and definitely not to quote High School Musical, but the start of something new. But yeah, all I can say is I'm really interested to see what I'm going to think of the haves and the have-nots when it finally comes back, because I feel like, you know, I'm not a have and have-not freshman, if you will, anymore. I've had some you know, tenure in other drama series that I've looked at now. So season 7, like I said, the gloves will pretty much be off. They had 6 months of they had us waiting 6 months. They did season 7 reshoots. So no excuses. No excuses. This show better be hella good. The deadliest season, like I said before, you might promote it as the deadliest season, but I'm not looking for a big body count. What I'm looking for is character progression, excellent cliffhangers, a can't miss an episode feeling. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be rough if it's not that. Believe me. Some of you might agree with what I score episodes. Some of you might disagree, like, dude, it should have been lower than that. Or, come on, give the show more credit. I'm like, nah. I'm going to be real. I love the show. I'm going to be glad when it comes back. But it better be good. That's all I got to say. Well, like I said, nothing's set in stone. I do have plans for after 100,000. But, won't know until we get there, will we? So, yeah. So if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If my money's right, because I did say I would be doing a couple of big giveaways when we hit 100,000, but it depends because again, honestly, going back to like this summer, around the time the haves and have-nots were still in the air, or was it like late spring or whatever? We were on pace to hit 100,000 sometime, I want to say late September, early October. But then there was like a huge dry period where we were only getting like 1,000 subscribers a month. But now we're back on track where we're getting 1,000 plus per week. So I did not expect to hit 100,000 during the holiday season. I thought I was going to hit it before, meaning that money might be tight. So forgive the giveaways. Again, if I don't have anything ready to go, like I said, I do have a ton of Tyler Perry DVDs I found on sale at Walmart. I got like how many? Because the 3 winners from my Instagram contest I posted this week, I already contacted them. They gave me their addresses. I'll mail them out this week. Let me turn around real quick. Yeah, I still want to say I have about between 5 to 8 more that I'll do giveaways for. Maybe a gift card. I don't know. It depends, guys. It depends. So bear with me. All I gotta say is 100,000 is just going to be a miracle. Never expected it. I don't have some kind of like tear-jerking testimony about how I started on YouTube, and I've been working for like 5+ years on this. And I know some of my favorite YouTubers hit their 100,000 mark this year, and they've done their silver play button award videos. And I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this 2 years full time. It kind of happened. Made money so I can quit my job, and I'm just a fan. So yeah, there we go. But I know I'm rambling at this point, but I just can't help it. This video isn't meant to be scripted. It's meant to be honest. And COOPA, I hope it doesn't hit people too hard. I do hope that they listen to the people on this one and make changes accordingly instead of just changing things drastically. It's like the adpocalypse all over again. But thankfully, we're not kid content. Like I said, several videos. I'll make sure I take care of those. And yeah, so just thank you. What a time to say thank you when it's the upcoming week of Thanksgiving. So I don't know I don't really know my video schedule for next week because I've been looking at Black Friday papers, but I don't know if I'm going to Black Friday. In terms of online shopping, hell to the yes, I will be doing that, but I did not notice until today that a lot of stores will be having Black Friday stuff on Wednesday night. I'm like, oh crap. So let me put it this way. When it comes to the Oval and Sisters, I do not know what my schedule is going to be this week. I will get to them when I get to them. I don't know if I'm going to be home Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to be in my apartment Wednesday. Let me just say that what I might do is watch the shows, take notes, or I'll just watch them over the week. I don't know. They'll happen when they happen. Hence why I'm recording now. And plus those videos don't do that well anyway. So yeah. Thanks so much. Subscribe if you're new. Tell your friends about the channel. Hey, it's the holidays. So if you're around your family Thanksgiving, tell them like, hey, help this guy get 100,000. Hit that subscribe button. And that's it. So we'll get there soon enough, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any ideas for what I could do after 100,000. And I'll take them into consideration.